Hello there, first graders. Today we are going to get started painting our line landscapes. So as you can see, I have my line landscape all finished here. So hopefully yours is finished too so that we can start painting. Now, as we are painting, we are going to be using some different color families, okay? We learned last year in kindergarten that sometimes colors can be split into color families. Like the primary colors, that's a color family with red, yellow, and blue. And then the secondary colors, that's another color family. Now, some new color families that you might not know about are warm colors and cool colors, okay? Warm colors are colors that remind us of things that are warm, like fire or fire trucks or things like that. Cool colors are things that remind us of things that are cold, like the ocean or ice water, okay? Those are things that are cool. So to paint our line landscape, we are going to be using warm and cool colors. For the first day of painting, we are going to be starting with the warm colors. That means I have my warm colored palette right here, my watercolor palette to start painting with. Okay, so when you start painting today, you are going to need your warm colors, a messy mat to keep everything clean, your Mr. Paintbrush here, and you need a water cup. You will need to fill your water cups up on your own, so how full does your water cup need to be? If you said halfway, you are right. Your water cup should only be filled halfway so that it does not get spilled, or if it does get spilled because accidents happen, then there would be less water for us to have to clean up, okay? Now, when we are painting this line landscape, I want you to think of your picture in two parts. The top part is the sky. The bottom part is the land or the ground. We are going to be pretending that our sky is a sunrise or a sunset. So if we want our sky to be a sunrise or a sunset, which color family, which color family would you use for your sky, warm or cool colors? If you said warm colors, you are right. We are going to be using these warm colors for the sky, okay? So to get started with painting today, remember we need water to get these watercolors to work. And when we are painting, there's a way that we need to paint. You might remember this, we need to paint in light to dark order. So that means we start with the lightest color and we paint everything the lightest color, which would be yellow. And then when you're finished painting everything you want to be yellow, you'd move on to the next lightest color. And then you'd paint everything you want to be that color before moving on to the next one. We only have 3 colors today. So that means we're gonna start with yellow. When we're done with yellow, we'll go to orange. And then when we're done with that, we'll go to red. Okay, so to get started, I'm gonna get my brush wet. I'm going to swirl it on that yellow paint, and then I'm going to decide where I want my yellow to go. So let's just say for my first part of painting, I want it to go right here. Okay. Let's grab some more paint. And like I said, since I'm painting lightest to darkest, I have to do all my yellow first. So I'm staying up in the sky. Right now I'm on my sun. Okay, and I think that's all the yellow I want to do for the sun. So now I'm gonna move up here in the sky. So I'm just gonna choose some spots that I think would look nice yellow. I want you to notice that I am holding Mr. Paintbrush like a pencil as I am painting. If I was holding Mr. Paintbrush way out here, it would be a lot harder for me to be able to stay in the lines. I have to really go slow if I do that. So I'm gonna hold it down here like a pencil. so that painting is a lot easier. Okay, and remember, as you're painting, we need water to get the watercolors to work, but if you are able to stick your brush in there and the yellow is coming out just fine, then you don't always have to dip into the water unless your paint is getting dry. Okay, so what I would need to do is keep going until I have everything yellow up here in my sky that I want to be yellow. Then what I would do is take my brush, clean it out. I'm making sure I can feel Mr. Paintbrush's hair on the bottom of the cup. And then I would go to orange and do everything I want to be orange. Okay, but I'm not going to do that right now because I want you to have enough time to work. So I'm going to stop. But what I am going to show you is what your picture might look like when it is finished. So this is a line landscape that is all finished, that has the top finished. And then next time, or whenever you paint, when you're finished with your sky, you're going to move on to the cool colors. And the cool colors go on the ground. So you have a warm colored sky and a cool colored ground for your line landscape. So this might be what it looks like when you are all finished.